don't love me. But that bitches when I fuck me. Get money, I get money. Get money, I get money. Get money, I get money. If you hungry, you rich dummy. I get money.
Back to Fully Loaded Podcast. Thank
Yes,
you for tuning
sir.
in. We here with a special guest.
Very special guest.
Please introduce
Yes,
yourself,
sir.
boss.
Y'all know what it is. It's MPR Riche, the one and only, the GO himself.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Go
y'all know what's going on.
I got a couple questions, Richie Rich.
Talk to me.
Richie Rich, did that come from the movie?
It came from the character.
In the movie.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Something that when I was growing up, like I fantasized and
Being
was
rich
like,
like
yo,
that, right?
this is like, if you could do this, how would you do it? You feel me? So I was like,
okay.
I gotta go with it. But the reason I dropped the I off to make it just me, and my first name started with an E, so that's where you get the Rich E.
Rich. Rich.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Got
smart.
you.
That's
I
smart.
got
Yeah,
you.
you same thing, but
Fuck with that.
it's a vibe.
Alright. So MPR, what does that stand for? I see you with the chains on,
Oh,
blinding
man.
our eyes and shit.
The NPR, that's the infamous, man. Money, power, respect.
Key
We-
to ride.
Yeah, we started this some years back. It was probably like 14, 15, and it was like, yo, we want to do something different, but we was family orientated. We wanted it to be just our vibe, just our certain select people, you feel me? And it was like, we're gonna go with something because we ain't want to click up with everybody else because you know, at that age, everybody clicking up.
Everybody clicking.
We started our own thing and
Yeah.
we've been running with it.
Yeah.
So you're independent, right?
Majorly independent.
Majorly independent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. So you just a natural born hustler then. So since 14 you've been hustling to get your own thing. What you and your
I ain't
fam-
even gonna say since 14. I probably came out the womb hustling. We just didn't know it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
had the hustler spirit.
Yeah, I think I was hustling for the milk. I was telling moms like, yo, let me get the titty this day. You feel me? She was probably like, nah, I'm giving you the bottle. I'm like, nah.
Nigga was selling
let's
the
switch
bottles,
it up.
too.
You feel me?
Nigga was going to
Yeah.
preschool. I got the bottles, nigga.
I probably told her like, yo, give me some extra milk. Let me get it off. Yeah, we was with all that.
Funny
Can you
shit.
talk a little bit about your upbringing? Like you growing up, you from the D, right?
Yeah,
Can you talk
definitely.
about that a little bit? Growing up over there?
Yeah, no, definitely. Coming up in Detroit, it was a vibe at the end of the day. I didn't understand what I know now to where everybody that understands Detroit, they like, dang, it's hard there. It's this, that, and that. You know, it was murder capital, all this. You know, I didn't understand that as a kid. I just thought that was normal.
Because
You know what
growing
I'm
up
saying?
in
Because
it.
I'm growing up in
Yeah.
it. Then I get older and I get to moving around, going different places, and I'm like, yo, they don't even understand what we going through. Like, poverty level there is different than poverty level in Miami, different than poverty level in Vegas. It's different worlds, and it's like, it's so hard there, but if you there, you don't get to see nothing else, so you don't know no different. But now knowing, it's like, dang, we really was struggling, we really was going through things, and I had to understand it for what it was today versus what it was then, because I didn't understand it back then. I thought it was just normal. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like it takes on, like, you know, people say New York artists, they say if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. Do you feel like that still applies to the D? Like, you coming out of the D, you feel like, damn, if I can make it from Detroit, I can make it anywhere, kind of.
Man, if they don't know that, they don't know nothing. If you make it from Detroit, you can make it from anywhere, because it's one of them places that when you talk about the top 10 places that is hard to come out of in America alone, they're gonna put Detroit in one of those. You know what I'm saying?
I get a lot of like Atlanta influence out of you too, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, no, fact.
You must be
I
from
think Atlanta rubs off on everybody if you're
That's
there
true,
for a
that's
little
true,
bit of
that's true.
time.
Nah,
That's
I've
true.
been in Atlanta about 8 years, so that's
Okay.
what you really feeling
Okay.
like. I done mixed, and that's where my style even come from. I done mixed the Detroit style with the Atlanta style, with
That
the
makes sense. Cause I
with
hear your beat sometimes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I'm
Detroit.
saying.
even with the LA style. It's like
Yeah.
all of
It
this stuff
sounded
is
Oakland.
in.
and shit.
Yeah,
With that record you just played, it sounded like
Yeah.
an Oakland bop, and I was like, yo,
COD.
this sound like some
COD,
Oakland shit.
yeah,
I like
exactly.
that
A
record
little
though.
bit. In Detroit a little bit, but yeah,
in
but
Detroit
like a
and
melting pot.
Oakland is like the beats is similar.
Yes.
You know, the only difference is the hyphy type of feel when you get to Cali versus they don't have that real hyphy in
Yeah.
Detroit. But them hi-hats and all of them snares and
the
everything,
same.
it's the
Yeah.
same
That's probably
thing.
why E40 and Big Sean
Exactly.
make good collabs when they
Yeah,
end up
facts.
jumping on
Nah,
records
facts.
together.
They just they mix.
They mix good,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's an easy crossover. You know what I'm saying? Because
yeah.
you really not changing nothing, but what they doing is adding a little flavor to more of a dance feel to where we more of a hard feel. But even when you think about Detroit, you think about dances when you talk about the JIT and stuff like that, the hustles that we do. Everything is dance, but it's just two different worlds of it.
So live in the moment. That feels like Atlanta. A little bit.
Yeah. Living the moment is definitely more of an Atlanta.
It feels like
because
I feel like that vibe.
Atlanta's more of like a universal sound.
Okay.
When you think of it, somebody coming out of Atlanta, you think they can play anywhere.
Anywhere.
You don't limit them to one region, one state, one city. You be like, yeah, that Atlanta, that could play in any state. You know what I'm saying? That could play overseas. It's a universal sound. So that's what you get when you go to Atlanta.
Inspired the move. What made when you got to Atlanta 8 years ago? What was you looking for out of that?
When I got to Atlanta, I was looking to get a little footprint there. But to be honest, my envision was to go to Atlanta, then go to multiple different states. And it was the whole play of like, yo, you need to tour and see everything so that you can understand how you want to come, where you want to be, and what you want to do. And that was my whole vision. It was like, yo, let's take this globally, you know what I'm saying, statewide, hit every state, catch a vibe with everybody, feel what's comfortable and feel what's really moving and shaking. But we ended up staying in Atlanta and just building and building and building.
I feel like that's why I'm scared, because I feel like if I go to Atlanta, I'm not coming back.
Exactly.
I went to Atlanta as a
We
kid.
talk about it all the time.
Yeah,
like,
dogs. Like my uncle had a house in Savannah. Then he used to he lived in Atlanta for a little bit, moved to Savannah. Yeah, I still liked it in Savannah too, Decatur too. It was lit. But the nightlife is something I noticed though. Like the nightlife is crazy. Like how do you feel like the nightlife benefits your career? Like, you know, everybody being out there networking. That's why I feel like
the nightlife is definitely a vibe, and it shows you that some cities, it's not just in Atlanta, it's a lot of cities. You got the Miamis, you got the LAs, you got the Detroits, you got the New Yorks.
even Charlotte's on the upcome too.
Some cities just don't sleep, and that's what Atlanta gives you, is a don't sleep vibe. Like you can just work. You could be out in a club, in a different club every night. It's hundreds of clubs. It's not just one or two. When you in a city like that, it's so many clubs, because it's a tourist type of place. So you're going to get to experience all those things in one.
So you're saying New York, Atlanta's like a New York of the South, low key.
I think
Yeah, see, when I break down the real demographic of what really going on, when you trying to come up, you go to Atlanta. When you up, you go to LA.
LA? Okay.
When you trying to get some money, you go to New York.
that makes sense.
When you trying to spend some money, you go to Miami. And that's your game plan. When if you use them, if you use
Young
that,
niggas
that's
watching,
free
young
game,
artists
man.
watching, that's free
Look.
game. Gotta be off topic, but what do you think about Houston? Like, cause everybody keep telling me Houston's lit now these days.
See,
too.
but that's why I don't even put Texas in this, because they their own thing. You go to Houston, you don't go nowhere else.
See, I guess I'm going.
They their own world. You know what I'm saying? Texas is his own world. You go to Texas, you just trying to do your own thing, and you don't gotta go nowhere, because it's so big that they don't go nowhere. Like, they go places, but they know they gonna sell millions of copies and millions of records just in that one spot.
Yeah.
So when people be in Texas, but if you listen to any Texas rapper or any Texas person that's coming out of there entertainment wise,
They stay there.
they'll tell you like, Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They won't mention no other names.
Fofos on tipping.
Yeah,
all the niggas.
Texas is its own world. So if you want to be in your own world and you want to have this vibe and you want love from everything, that you go to Texas for sure.
Yeah, I had a shorty tell me everything's bigger in Texas, baby. I was like, damn, bitch, I don't know how to take that shit. Right? I don't know, but I said I'm gonna come out there. I liked how it sounded.
Look, when I hit some wave, if I
sounded.
come into Texas,
Right,
like,
like,
come on,
shit.
let's
She
go.
gonna get me thick, nigga. She gonna put some meat on me, nigga.
Exactly.
All right, nigga, I'm out there, nigga.
Nah,
Look at-
facts.
I know. I read somewhere that you were in. Was it prison?
Yeah.
A little bit. So that might have. Did that? You feel like that played a part in your like mental strength? Cause
Yeah,
you
no,
have to be
definitely.
mentally strong to.
Nigga,
go
I
through that
spent
shit,
2
bro.
days in that motherfucker. I want to get the fuck out of there. I promise you. On dogs, man. I was like, yo, this just not for me. Dog,
I'm mentally strong,
you don't know
bro.
what time it was, nigga. These niggas is giving us, I'm sorry, but they fucked me up. Yo, out here, they don't give a fuck. They gave us the breakfast,
Everywhere
wake up
they
at
don't.
7 a.m., right?
Yeah.
They gave us the McDonald's. I'm thinking they gave us like the something like a, the
Big
breakfast
chicken or some
sandwich.
shit.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
they gave it. It was wrapped in that, nigga. I opened it. It was a fucking biscuit.
You gonna eat your cornbread.
A biscuit with a cartridge of milk. I get that shit back. You know, I'm not no fucking dog. That's just crazy. I wouldn't lie, bro.
That really changed my whole mind state. Like, because I ain't gonna lie, before I went in, I was arrogant, I was cocky, I wasn't humble. I didn't know how to be. You feel me? Like, you gotta go through things to know how to be these other terms than what everybody's gonna say. Because when you just living life and you running the world and everything's catered to you and you feel like you could do anything, you have a certain mentality to be like, can't nobody tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I was running off of. I was making too much money. I was into too many things. I had everything on my own. I was just moving and shaking. Nobody could tell me I wasn't who I was. It was like, chill, bro. You tripping. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, nothing can stop me.
Stop you.
When that stopped me, that showed me something completely different. You got to think a person coming from having everything, cars, houses, all types of movements and partying and clubbing and just all types of things. You feel me? And then one day it just stops. Like, you got hundreds of thousands of dollars, but you in prison, you can't use it.
Can't even use it.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do anything to nothing. Yeah, and that's what everybody don't get. It's like, if you never been through that, you won't understand what you're gonna experience when you get in it. Yeah. You don't understand until you get in it, and then you get in it and you be like, yo, I gotta get told when to eat, I gotta get told when to sleep, I gotta get told when to watch TV, when to go outside, when to do anything. Like, it'll either break you or it'll make you, because you gotta think like it's so much different format than when you can get up every day. Like, I get up right now. If I stay in the bed till 12, I stay in the bed till 12.
That's your choice.
But when child call is at 6 a.m., you don't get up, you're going to miss the food.
You remind me of low-key. I love this man so much. Nipsey Hussle. Independent.
That's a fact.
Stay true to yourself. You go and get it.
Yeah. No, and him. When you talk about Nipsey, you talk about Dolph, you talk about Master P, you talk about those type of people. Those is people who I not only looked up to before I was an artist, but as an artist as well, because they show the routes of what you can really do. Yeah. But it's levels to what you do. And I look at everything that they do and say to myself, how do I do it better than what they did, but give them they credit for what they did, because I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. You feel me? I wouldn't know how to be independent because everybody else don't sign. I wouldn't know how to stand on my own 10 if it wasn't for them. I wouldn't know how to get into entrepreneurship and these different things if it wasn't for them. But since I seen it, now how do I do it better and give them they flowers for it? And that's just what you get as a result of me. It's like, could I get a deal? Of course. But do I want a deal? Did they want a deal? Nah. And I think when they took deals and when they took situations or whatever the case was, it was only based off a situation they was going through, and they didn't have the knowledge that I have to where you can stay at a course. You running a course. It's not a race. It's really a marathon. You feel me? So I can't sprint. I gotta jog. I gotta pace myself, and that's what you get as a result of me. I'm a pacer type of person. You feel me? And that's why I'm moving the way I'm moving. Niggas be like, yo, why you ain't? I'm not going to no label because I don't need no label, because the label needs me, but they not gonna act like they need me. They're gonna do things that make sense to them. So now I'm working for them on their accord, doing what they want. That takes away from my legacy.
Exactly.
But my legacy was about me. I got into this because it was about me. I went to prison and learned me. I found God and learned me all over again. You feel me? Like, we can think we know ourselves, but you don't really know yourself.
So if you sitting with yourself,
you gotta sit with yourself for so long. Like, I spent 90 days in the hole, dark, like getting something shoved to me. I don't even know what you getting.
Jesus.
That's gonna teach you different aspects. I had to know how to smell food. I had to know how to learn textures.
I don't know how. How do you keep yourself sane, like, in those situations? Because, like, 90 days by yourself. Like,
most people lose it. Most people come out crazy. Like, I know a lot of dudes that was in there, and you see them after a 30-day, like, they lose it. But mentally, I be doing stuff that takes me into another platform. It's like I elevate myself, and that prison sentence taught me that. And reading the Bible and reading certain things and reading other people's stories. Like, that's why if you catch me now, all I do is listen to documentaries, because in prison, that's all I did was read documentaries, because that was in the Bible. You feel me? And I was taking that in and trying to understand and learn what is really going on in life. You feel me? And before that, I didn't really understand what God was, what being a believer was, what being saved. I didn't understand it. Once I learned it, it changed my whole perspective on life. Like, you know, but it's more like an adult daycare. You know what I'm saying? Your parents is at work still, so you go to school and you stay out the way, you get off, boom, boom, boom. It's a whole system. And they created it to be that, although it is certain things that you learn in school that can help you, but when you talk about what's the percentage, we probably use 10% of what we learned in the real world.
Not even a whole. I think even less than that.
It probably is less.
I honestly do think less than that, because I don't need to find. I said this in our last episode. YX equals MX plus B. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
And that just had to be a brain
teaching me,
like, you know what I'm saying?
Teaching us a trade, nigga. I could have learned how to fix some pipes or something.
Exactly. And that's what they not really doing. They not teaching you things that you can really make it make sense. Not changing it up and making it make sense, because it's not really about it making sense. It's more about just what they're doing as a reputation. You feel me? It's like, it's just a cycle that you in and you're just in it. You feel me? It's just like somebody that's working 20 years at a Kroger job or at a McDonald's job. If they're doing that for 20 years, it's nothing against it, but they're just stuck in a system. And that's institutionalized in that McDonald's or that Walmart. You feel me? But you can get institutionalized in any situation. People just use it for prison. But come on now, look at all these institutionalized people.
They don't like black ownership, but that's something we got to keep pushing. And you know, having people like you on the show is dope, because that's something on our platform we want to keep promoting, is black ownership and ownership in general. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's what we do in our spare time. I put more into this than my 9 to 5. I don't give a fuck about my 9 to 5, because that's not what I want to do. I don't work for nobody else.
And that's why you got to know, like, it's nothing to knock a 9 to 5, but if you got a plan on how to escape it, and you escape it, now you made it.
Exactly.
But if you never escape it, you just always in that cycle. Because they got you there, because they're going to keep paying you. They're going to pay you more. They're going to brush your shoulders off.
Gave you a raise, $2 next. Yo,
exactly.
my manager hit me and said, this bitch said, "Oh my God, we got a $2.50. We got a $2.50 raise this year. Are you happy? You're going to make $45,000 this year." I said, bitch, if I did the PPP, I would have made this shit. I would have made this shit in a day.
Exactly.
I looked at this bitch, so I was like, oh, I'm so happy. Fuck
exactly.
Shit,
no, and that was one of the things when I got out. I was working temp jobs and shit. So I was like, yo, let me find some job. Let me find some
Shout out to the temps. They come quick, though.
Nah, they do. Like, no kissing. But I was working a temp job, and I think I started off at like 7:45 or something. You feel me? So I'm like, all right, cool, woo, woo. I'm in there like 2-3 weeks at this point, and they like, yo, we really love your energy, we love your spirit, because I came out different. You feel me? I'm not just not working because they not paying me. Yeah. I came out with a different ambition. You feel me? So when I started working, this like 3 weeks in, they like, yo, we want to change your position from the regular worker to a manager. That's what's up. We want to take you from $7.45 to $18. I'm like, that's cool. But
you're like, nigga, I was touching.
Nah, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? And everybody like, you don't want this raise like that? And I'm like, nah, because it wasn't even, I didn't come here for that. I came here to keep myself out of trouble and keep myself busy on my journey. Not to be here and get stuck here because y'all giving me something that is supposed to be wow. But you can't wow me with $18 if I was making $18,000 in a day. That doesn't really change me. But I still had that memory from me doing that to being like, nah, I'm straight. And everybody was just looking at me like, you sure?
I hate
all
that
right,
shit.
well,
I'm sorry, bro. I
congratulations.
call them niggas Uncle Toms. They be so happy to just be at work and shit.
Look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle. And what we do to show our appreciation? We march up and down the street. We vote.
I don't know about you, but I feel better like us now. Even us not, we ain't got our bread together, but we put our bread together. You know what I'm saying? And I'd rather go broke putting money into something like my own shit that I believe in and pushing that than fucking working for somebody all fucking day and putting 45, 80 hours every 2 weeks, nigga. I put 80 hours in my own shit.
Exactly. And that's the thing about working. Like, if you gonna give somebody 40 hours of your time and you're not gonna give yourself 40 hours,
That's
you
crazy.
tweaking.
That's
Slave.
fucking
You
crazy.
tweaking.
You're a slave.
But you don't even
I
know
was a
that
slave for a
because
couple years as a young
you're not thinking about it in that aspect because you're too caught up in the moment. You're living in that situation. So
You're born in that.
yeah, and it's like it's what's accepted. Everybody's talking about it. Oh, that's the you supposed to do this, you supposed to do that. Your parents is teaching you that. Your school teachers is teaching you that. Your employers are teaching you that. So you're thinking that's appropriate.
That's
but
the
then
norm.
when you go to the real world of it and you get into entrepreneurship and you get into ownership and you get into different things, you start realizing like, damn, bro, why was I doing that? But then you realize in order for you to do what you need to do, you
gotta
need
be the
some
worker
but you
first.
need them same people to do this for you.
Right.
So what you need people to do that for you. So you know that they're gonna be lost, but do you educate them? Do you tell them that? It's like that's how the system runs.
It is how it runs.
If nobody wanted to work at McDonald's, we wouldn't have nowhere for fast
Fab
food.
said it the best. Who's really the boss if nobody's working? You got to be the worker before you be the boss. So that's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So you learn those things from going through certain things, and once you get educated and you open your mind, I mean, you realize like, don't be stuck, don't be lost. All of this retirement check. 40 years, 20 years.
401ks are about to be
cap.
gone. Them
You
shit's
feel
about to
me?
be gone. By the time all our grandparents is still getting them shits, they're not going to be here.
It's over.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't even want to be here to get that shit. I don't want to be 80. I know people say I'm crazy for this, but if I can't wipe my ass, I don't want to be here.
Exactly.
You're not
I
wiping
think
my
the same
ass.
shit.
You're
I
not
think the
wiping
same
my
shit,
ass,
cuz.
Moose. Nobody's wiping my ass.
No one's wiping
If
my
I
ass. The Richie Rich. You say you said you're the GOAT.
Facts. Facts.
All right. I see your hair.
Facts.
When I see you, I'm like, when I see him when I see him outside, I'm like, oh,
I
this
fuck
nigga
with it.
really the GOAT.
I
He
fuck
really,
with it.
He say,
Yeah.
yo,
Listen.
I come here with horns. What's
Yes.
up?
Yeah,
Yo,
it's really like that.
I fuck with it, bro. Let me tell you why I
Nah,
fuck
no
with
cap.
it. The shit is neat. It's just neat. It's coming correct.
It's not sloppy at all,
But
bro. I ain't
question. How the fuck do you eat pussy with your hair like that?
Hey,
I know this gotta be hard.
Look.
I know this gotta be hard.
the horns might touch the butt, so
Nigga
you good.
in a different spot. Nigga in a different spot. Nigga in a different spot.
Look, hey, you gotta come different. Yeah.
Yo,
but look,
what inspired the hair?
What inspired the hair on God? Like this was really like a whole phase. Like I used to wear a halo too, so
Okay.
it was like I'm already spiritual, so I'm always doing
got
stuff
that.
that's spiritual. You feel me? And people may not know it, but they gonna get it after so long. You
Yeah.
feel me? And it's like when I was like, yo, I'm doing so much stuff and I'm moving in certain ways that niggas really can't move like me because
Yeah.
they don't got the movements in their body, in
Yeah.
their soul, in
They
their
not even
heart,
man
in
enough
their
to do it.
spirit.
Be
You feel me?
different, yeah.
They scared to be different. You
That's
feel me?
the
They want
fire
to be
part.
like
That's
something
facts.
for real. And I used to be the same way for a long time. Like I said,
Yeah.
I just emulated everything everybody else was doing.
Yeah.
I had all these. I had more tats than Lil Wayne at one point. Like I was watching him and Wiz Khalifa at one point. Like yo, they in the shop again. I'm going to the shop. Like I used to be that
how it
guy.
was.
But then it was like, now I'm him.
Your own person.
Now I'm my own person. Why am I not the GOAT?
Richie
How am
Rich.
I gonna show the world that
That
I'm
I'm
the
GOAT.
GOAT?
Are Richie Rich?
Feel like that enhanced because I was talking about it like this with me and my dad. I was telling him like, yo, I might get even some more. I know tats is like I love tattoos, but I might just do something else because I feel like if you do something like changing your appearance in a way, it gets you more notoriety. Also,
Yeah,
do you
fact.
feel like
It
that
does,
also
it
played a
does.
part and also catch attraction to everything else you're doing?
Yeah, it did so much for the movement in a whole than anybody can really imagine. Like we talk about Instagram, right?
Yeah.
For a second. We say everybody trying to get impressions. Everybody trying to get likes. Everybody
Yeah.
trying to get views. You feel me?
Yeah.
Them impressions is how many times somebody look at it again and again and again and again, right? The same person can look at it 10 times, you're gonna get 10 impressions. But the same person can look at it 10 times, you're only gonna get 1 view. So the impressions is more important than the views.
I didn't even know that's what the impressions was.
I'm gonna put you on
Crazy.
game. Look, I'm on some shit now.
Yeah.
So when I walk through somewhere, how many impressions I'm getting on a daily basis in real life? I ain't
Millions.
talking about on Instagram.
Millions. It gotta be
real.
millions.
My
Hey.
impressions is so high that it's like, yeah, they don't know me. They may not know me. They may never know
They
me.
gonna remember you.
But when something comes across their timeline or comes across their memory of
with the homies.
what's going on, you are never going to forget
No
the
facts.
nigga you seen, and you're
Facts.
gonna remember where you seen him at. If you was in Walmart, if you was in Kmart, if you was in the mall, if you was in the airport, you feel me?
Kroger's.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter where you was at, you're gonna be like, yo, I seen him. And that's more important to me in the marketing aspect than anything.
Yeah.
Because I'm all about marketing. Everybody wants their own vibe, their own industry, their own entity.
Yeah.
Like, but can't everybody get it? Can't everybody? We go places and people be the same way. Bro just asked, like, you gotta be artist, you gotta do something, because he understands you can't just walk around like a goat and not
And
be
not
your
follow
own
up to that.
situation.
Yeah.
You would never say he works at Walmart.
Nah.
He's a flight attendant.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You kind of
never
putting
say
that pressure onto yourself
Exactly.
to have to live up to it now.
Once you live up to
But
it,
you already
now
was
it's next.
doing that. Like prior, so you nigga, now I gotta just show you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where the whole GOAT inspiration, it was like, I'm the GOAT. So I had to show niggas like I'm the GOAT.
You literally
And I don't gotta tell niggas. When I tell niggas, it's like, oh shit.
I can show you
But
better than I
when
can tell you. My
when
dad tells me
when
that
niggas
shit.
see me, it's like, this nigga the GOAT. He got the horns. He got
Everything.
the chin hair.
Dogs.
Like the whole 9
Dogs.
yards. And to
Dogs.
be,
Dogs.
and to be honest,
Dogs.
like, you gotta think. You can see, I don't even got much facial hair, but
Yeah,
this
it's all
shit
good. It's all
growing.
good, gang.
You
It's
feel
all
me?
good.
And it's
We
like,
here.
I had the baby face for forever, and for
Dogs.
some reason my chin hair started.
My
I
shit
said,
cut coming in
yeah,
too. I'm
that's
cutting
what
it.
I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going with, and I'm putting the pressure.
Yeah.
So when niggas see me, they make. You know, I get all the Lokis and da-da-da-da and
the
Hellboy.
Loki,
and,
the
you know what
Loki,
I'm
I was
saying?
getting Loki.
Everybody,
Loki, yeah, Loki's
everybody
kinda
say,
fire too,
everybody
I ain't
say
gonna hold
all the other things, and I'll be like, yeah,
Just
that's
take it,
cute.
though.
That's
Take it,
cute.
yeah.
That's cute. But really, I'm the GOAT.
Uh-huh.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, when they first see it, if they don't know me, they looking like, oh, he's an artist. They thinking demon time. You feel me? So
That's
they like,
fire,
oh, this
too.
the devil. Da, 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 da.
Nah, not the
and
devil
I
shit.
cut them off real quick. Like,
the devil
nah, it's not even the devil. It's the GOAT. And they be
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? You get that.
But that's
oh
why
my
it's still
gosh.
fire, because even those people misinterpretations could still lead to them want to figure out more about you. So
Because
either way,
the
it's gonna
key
be good.
word
Curious.
is all publicity.
It's good
Is
publicity.
good publicity.
Yo, my pops
So,
telling me to say
Rich,
that
Rich,
shit.
I gotta
That's right.
ask you this question.
Talk to me.
Do you feel that clout is the new form of currency, or is it just some razzle dazzle type of thing?
Nah, you confused if you think it's not.
Cause I'm about to say yes.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I know how to make money, but when you change the situation from famous and clout and these other terminologies of celebrityness and making money, you talking about a different world.
Okay.
Clout is one of the most probably important currencies of today's society, just based off of the simple fact that I've seen niggas pay me 5, 10, and more thousand of dollars for doing nothing but shouting them out or posting them.
Yeah.
And nigga, you know how hard it is for me to make 10 bands working hard labor with my hands?
Yeah, it's hard.
Exactly,
Yeah, it
bro.
is.
If I was working at Walmart, you know how hard it
Nigga,
would
just
be
say my job.
to get
I don't think
10
we'll get 10
bands.
bands until the next 3 months. So
You feel me? And it's like, this is another level of respect to the world that people couldn't even understand. You feel me? It's like when we think of Michael Jackson or somebody, clout was different for him. You feel me?
yeah.
It wasn't Instagram. It was not,
No
it
social
was
media.
it was no social media. You feel me? So it's like, to get to him, it was so many different ways, and most of the people in real life couldn't get to him. So how much money did he really make off his clout?
you're a click away now.
I can't really tell you.
I mean, I don't
He probably made millions from it, but could he have made billions from it?
If Instagram was out when Thriller came out,
Come on now.
Michael
Bro,
Jackson would have been a
There would
trillionaire.
have been
Come on
mad
now.
He'd have been a
friends.
trillionaire.
Listen,
Would've been
man.
mad
TikTok
friends.
too?
Listen, man.
TikTok? Oh, that'd be
Michael
crazy.
Jackson
Come on.
didn't reach $1 billion, but Jay did. Rihanna
Kanye
did.
did.
Kanye did.
Kanye did.
Because of clout
Kanye.
Yeah.
and because of what's going on.
Yep.
So that right there tells you what's important. Like, at the end of the day, we all live in a social media world, and clout is everything. Whether niggas is acting like, oh, no, man, I get it. And the people that's moving with it get it. But if the average person don't get it, it's just because they don't understand
Those
where the
who get
money
it,
at.
get it. Those who
Digital
don't.
real estate is more important than real estate
Real
right
estate.
now.
That's a
because
fact.
if you talk about what's going on in the world today, it's more niggas behind the camera than got homes. Literally. It's more niggas making money behind the camera than got homes. And the niggas that's selling homes is behind the camera.
Cameras.
So come on now, y'all do the math.
You do the maths. You have 24 hours.
Y'all do the
Niggas
math.
game.
That's all free game. You feel me? You should get charged for this free game.
Dogs.
Just because it's that
But
free.
you get it from fully loaded. We got Richie
Getting it
Rich
from
is
fully
lit.
loaded. You feel me?
MPR Richie Rich.
Can I ask you a question though? I want to answer this, Boots. I see my man. This is my dad's favorite rapper. He follow you. His name's Money Man. Can you talk a little
He's
bit
my
about
favorite rapper too.
Yeah, see,
on
this Boots
now.
rapper. Can you talk about y'all's relationship? What's up with this? Can we get a track? Is there a track already in the works?
Businessman.
Come
I
on
feel like
now.
I'm LLC.
Listen,
Hey,
listen.
They know some Money Man on
How did
God.
this come? How did this come about? What happened? What's y'all's relationship?
Me and Money Man linked up via Instagram, which is crazy. Like, that's why I tell y'all clout is so important. Like, I tapped in with more people through Instagram than important people than in real life.
Yeah.
Because everybody's there that's somebody.
Yeah.
If you somebody, you on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When people be like, I don't got no Instagram. Okay, you under a rock. Cool.
Facts.
I'm gonna leave you under the rock.
Fucking
and once
dinosaur.
you come from under the rock, then you gonna get up here and move and shake. But me and him linked up. He 1,000. I
Yeah.
can't say nothing bad about Money Man because
He is who he rap like. What do you rap about?
we
another
come on,
independent
man.
nigga,
Like,
right?
look, we linked up during Instagram,
Yeah.
and he had a show in Atlanta, and he like pull up gang. I'm like bet.
Oh, that's right.
So I pull up.
Yeah.
Show lit. A movie. You feel me? It's actually gonna be in my documentary.
Oh, you got footage from
I
the
got
show?
footage from
Oh,
the
it's
show
fire.
in my
I cannot wait
documentary.
for this documentary.
So
Me too.
he like pull up. I pull up with all my people. He greets everybody. He respect everybody. He humble. He
Yeah.
on the vibe. You feel
I
me?
fuck
And
with
it's
people
like
that.
to know
Exactly, bro.
I didn't know him from Adam or Eve, and us to link up and it be a situation like
Facts.
that's why niggas don't understand. Like
Facts.
everybody not Hollywood, everybody not on boo boo. You
Facts.
feel me? It's like come on. You can be a real person, and that's the same way I am with y'all. I pull up, yo, woo,
Very
woo, we
real
gonna tap
nigga.
in.
Facts.
He's
Ain't
a
gotta
real
be
nigga.
like, oh, bro, y'all gotta have this.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not on all that
Yeah.
because I don't give that energy off
Yeah.
because I'm not
Exactly.
reciprocating that energy.
Yeah.
Word.
I don't run around with all of this extra blah 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 on that
Mm-hmm.
because I don't have to be like. I got mentors that don't even mentor me. People like Big Meat, you feel me?
I was about to ask you about that.
And
About to ask
he
you
come
about that.
outside and he do what he do and he move how he move no matter what. You feel me? And he got his gang with him or he by himself. But
Talking about
he
Lil
knowing-
Meech or Big Meech?
Big Meat.
Big Meech.
Meech.
Oh,
And
big,
it's
big
like-
Meech. Oh, okay.
And it's like it's a whole vibe because it's so different than what you would expect from a person. You feel me? But they can try to say it's a Detroit mentality. It's just a real nigga mentality.
Yeah.
It's
Facts.
just a knowing you mentality. I'm not walking around fearing for my life or scared for nothing because I don't have to.
Yeah, you gotta
because
live.
I look up to who? God.
God, yeah.
If there is somebody else I'm looking up to, then I could be like, oh, he got robbed. So I'm thinking about what he got. I'm not thinking about what he got
Yeah.
did. You feel me?
You don't even
because
let that shit
that's
enter your
not
matrix, yeah.
what is in my matrix, like you
Facts.
said.
Yeah.
I'm living for me and doing what I do for me. So
Right.
if somebody like it or they don't, that's not my problem. That's their problem because the prisoner is inside. They're the ones living in it. You feel me? It's affecting them. When I walk away from them, it ain't affecting me. If it's still affecting them when I walk away, the prisoner is inside of them. It's not inside of me. And that's what got me out of
That's
jail.
their problem. Yeah.
You feel me?
That's a
Spirit,
fact.
spirit
That's big.
is a real thing, bro.
Yeah.
No but
Real,
yourself.
real
No
thing.
but yourself.
How big of a influence was Meech to Detroit? Obviously, with the whole show 50 got going on over there.
It was
that
huge,
really it
bro.
accurate? The
A
depiction.
lot of the stuff is accurate. I'm not gonna cap
Uh-huh.
you, but it's a show at the same time,
Yeah.
so it's entertainment in it as well. But it's not my story to really tell.
Exactly.
But to be honest, like if you know Big Meech and you know BMF and you know the movement, you know like
It showed- he
niggas
showed a
was
lot of
getting
love.
busy.
Yeah.
Niggas was doing stuff that it was futuristic. Like if he was doing what he was doing in 2000
Putting niggas
today,
on jets and shit.
you feel
flying
me?
them out,
It would be
yeah.
still a big deal.
Still a big deal.
So what you gotta think? 20 years
Yeah,
ago it was
early 2000s,
Come
90s.
on,
is
man. They was
crazy.
making movies like anybody that was around that particular time,
Yeah.
like the OGs and the people that was around, everybody in the world that was around that, they speak so highly on it because they've never seen no shit like Big Meech was doing.
Yeah,
I seen a story
This
with
man
Jay-Z.
would go and buy the whole club. I'm talking 2,000 people in the club. He buying everybody bottles till it ain't no bottles.
the
It
fuck?
ain't nothing for nobody to pay for.
Real nigga.
That's the type of shit
Yo.
Big
He's a
Meech
real
did.
nigga, son.
You feel me? He put his people on. He moved with his people. He
Real
respected.
shit,
Like the documentaries and everything. Y'all, if y'all don't know about Big Meech, you gotta look it up. I can't explain this man's story.
Yeah.
His story's already explained.
Ask you a question. You see all this shit going on with Kanye and what we call him? Skete Davidson. So look, right? How would you you have your own family and you a family man, right? So how would you feel if that situation would happen to you? Is Kanye wilding or is he in the right?
Your family, Rich.
Nah, Kanye in the right, bro. And I ain't gonna say he was ever wrong, cause Kanye really never been wrong. And niggas just tweaking cause they don't understand Kanye from the experience of Kanye. Like, you gotta take a nigga from the Shy and then made it globally and then touched multi-billions of dollars. Y'all niggas is tweaking. Like,
we know who Kanye is.
come on now. Like, y'all niggas need to go watch his documentary. Y'all niggas need to understand Kanye.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas need to get in the real world of what's really going on. Because first off, Kanye is so iconic that it's deeper than rap.
Yeah.
Like, this nigga's on another level.
It's not about the money to him.
He's such on another level that niggas say crazy because they don't understand.
You
But
feel
when
like-
niggas understand, they would say he's intelligent, he's an icon. He's the smartest person in the world.
They back him.
But when a nigga don't understand, they go to what? Crazy.
Every black
it's
man.
like,
y'all
niggas is crazy.
I think that people that are very spiritually in tune, they understand.
They're misunderstood every time.
Yeah, they're misunderstood, bro. Because they don't connect. They don't
Come on,
project off of that.
Yeah.
They put Jesus on the cross.
They killed.
They put Jesus on the cross.
They killed Dr. Sebi.
They
Come
killed
on now.
Dr. Sebi, Rich.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Nipsey Hussle was not as good till he died.
They threw rocks at Jesus.
Yeah. That's a fact.
Was they tripping or was they right?
They was tripping. Like,
Come on now. If y'all say that Kanye crazy,
Wait till
that's
1,000
because y'all
years.
don't understand.
Honestly,
Who said this?
When
Wait
I
till
seen
1,000
when I
years.
seen the picture of Skete Davidson, we call him Ski over here. When I seen the picture of Skete Davidson in his drawers with another man, I already thought, okay, this nigga's wilding.
Come on now.
He had his daughter on his lap. While he's driving a golf cart,
Rich. Even if you and your wife, y'all break up tomorrow and
He's trying to raise that daughter.
say she got a new man's, you probably not tripping over the new man's. You
For
might
3
be.
months?
Would you be mad if she had your child on the nigga's lap?
In 3 months. That's
Man.
that's your boyfriend, not a
If
husband.
it was in 10 years, I'm going to be mad.
I'm going flip.
It was in
I'm
10
flipping
years.
shit.
It's inappropriate.
It's inappropriate for sure.
Even
But
if it was in 10 years.
At the end of the day, it's like they're doing certain things to make Kanye.
They're trying to get him locked up.
Yeah,
I'm like-
they're doing certain things to trick him off the streets, and that's what people are good at.
Yeah.
If you fall into the demographics of people that get tricked off the street, then that's your issue. But Kanye is a smart individual. He's
smart.
a very intelligent individual.
Even though the post he posted wasn't too smart, like you can't threaten niggas on the post.
Well,
he gotta be smart.
Nah,
He's bipolar.
It's not even that, bro.
He's mental illness.
I wouldn't even say that. It's not mental illness. It's not bipolar. It's facts of emotions can happen.
You gotta be careful though.
He's human.
You gotta be careful though.
So may you say something that's inappropriate? I walk on eggshells as an artist independently because I have to.
you got a
because I
big
know that so many
platform.
people look up
You got
to me.
2 million
I know
people
that so
following
many
you.
people are inspired by me. I know the things that I do influence so many people.
Yeah.
If I tell people, hey, go do these horns, they're gonna do them.
Yeah.
But am I doing it for the devil or am I doing it for the goat?
I seen him come in the car with the horns. Like, oh yeah. I mean, this nigga is different.
I have one more question real quick on the head. How the fuck long does it take you to put a sweater on? That's probably why you in hot weather.
Yeah.
How long? And does the shorty help you? How the fuck you with the shirt on, yo? I know you be.
Look, I put it on the same way everybody else do.
No.
Have you ever put on a sweater with a hat on?
Yeah, you're right.
We gonna test this
But
out
that's
right now. It's
Pull
a
it
large.
off
This
and
is
boop, boop,
large.
What if you in a rush?
This is a large.
Nah, you took the head off, so now the horns ain't there.
That's a good point. That's a
But
good
you
point.
can't
Get
take
used
those
to
off.
it. You get used to it, and you just
You get
learn how to
used
take
to
it
it.
on
Yeah,
and
yeah,
off.
yeah.
What if you in a rush?
If I'm in a rush, I'm having my wife help me for sure.
Hey,
Like,
shout out to
fire.
Black
but
Love. I love that.
even
I love to see that.
sometimes- Even sometimes she helped me just when
Yo, this
I
is
might
fire,
I might
bro.
get I'm getting dressed. I'm gonna put on my deodorant. I don't want my deodorant to be
To
on my
touch your
shirt.
shirt. I hate that
So
shit.
I'm like, yo,
My
help
God.
me. Boom. We gonna put this shirt on together.
Yeah.
Like you gonna
That's
gonna
lit.
make situations.
Fuck
work.
that Will and
You
Jada
feel
love.
me?
Remember what J. Cole said? Get that Will and Jada love. Nah, you need that Rich and his love. You feel me? She helping with the
Cole,
deodorant
you not
so
J.
don't
Cole
touch your
cousin
shirt.
that.
Ah.
Yeah, for real.
Cole, you not J. Cole
Hey,
cousin
we
that.
ain't doing that. Don't do that. You Kendrick
J.
Lamar
Cole,
ass
you not
nigga.
J.
Don't
Cole
do
cousin
that.
that.
Hell no. J. Cole's that
J. Cole
nigga.
still a
Thank
goat,
you,
Kendrick,
Richie.
Kendrick,
We
Kendrick, I love you, Kendrick, but you know what time it is.
I mean,
y'all going
Butterfly.
too crazy.
All that shit, nigga. J. Cole's that nigga.
Nah, I fuck with J. Cole because y'all ain't gonna know. Like, I was in North Carolina before J. Cole was really, like,
Before he was popping.
yeah, and it was like, we moving around North Carolina because I was in the military, so I was in Fayetteville.
Oh, so
And
you're
that's
a military brat
That's
too.
Yeah.
So is he.
He is.
So
That's
it was
crazy.
like, he was in Fayetteville, I was in Fayetteville, and you gotta imagine, like, he moving and shaking, but I'm in the military, so I'm not really paying attention to that side
Yeah.
of the world, but we knowing what's going on, you feel me?
That's
He
fire.
moving and shaking, and it's like, to see him come from where he come from, like, I done
make
been
it.
in clubs with him, and he just performing that showcase type stuff, and to see where he came from.
He really did the
Bruh,
groundwork.
Come on
He
now.
really did the groundwork.
So you gotta know that, like, I seen him do it too. You feel me? And niggas wouldn't know that. Like, I'm in Fayetteville 2010,
Yeah.
2011.
Yeah, on the
like,
come up.
I'm
When
watching,
the warm up was out.
Come
yeah.
on now, I'm watching dog.
Yo,
The
but
warm
you
up,
hold
the
up.
warm
This
up's coming
you
in.
inspiring
Yeah.
us because we seeing you on the come up and we here
That's
and
what
we
I'm
like shit,
saying.
nigga.
Like, yo, this is the
And
goat.
this- and
We
this
have a
is
goat
what's
here.
real.
Yo, where's the thing? Where's the sound? Where's no sound?
Boots, you don't got the sounds.
I
love
love
Boots.
Look,
Yo,
y'all
so
gotta put the
go
sounds in.
Can we want to bring it back to your single real quick? Can we shout out your single real quick? Let them know where to find
Live
it.
in the moment.
Live in the moment.
Yeah.
It's coming out. It's already out. Video out. Let them know what to look forward to. What's coming forward? What's coming forward for Richie? What should we look forward to?
Nah, no cap. Live in the Moment is a single that we pushing, and we gonna push it forever. Like, this is one of them singles that's gonna go for
Yes.
eons. It's not decades. Like, this
Yes.
is going forever. This ain't nothing to ever stop.
Stop.
And they gotta know this.
Can I put something, my
Talk
2
to me.
cents in?
Talk to me.
I come out 2 cents in. Yo, I've heard this for the longest, bro. Even Fetty Wap put his shit up for the longest.
It was like 8 years before it blew up.
Yeah, on Trap Queen.
Yeah,
That shit,
Took 8
he
years.
He had that shit for the longest, son.
facts.
This song is good.
I like this song a lot.
This song is good.
It's gonna be
Live in the
it's gonna
moment
be
is
in the
good.
bottom of the of our video. You can check it out in the link too.
But trust me, bro, you will be ahead of the pack if you listen to it now.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's the only difference.
Make sure you download that shit and subscribe
So-
and follow him now before you too late.
Exactly. But yeah, like Fetty Wap.
You
Trap
might already be
Queen,
too late.
he been pushing that shit for 10 years type shit. Like he been pushing that shit for long.
Yeah.
I don't-
What's the
But that's
longest?
how- but
What's the
that's-
longest you
bro,
push the
that's
track?
that's how it gotta be. And
Exactly,
this is
bro.
why when you get somebody like me that's the GOAT, it's weird because literally
GOAT.
we dropped a song in like September. We only been on a 6-month run and it's over 100 million streams.
Crazy.
Niggas that's
Say
artists
that.
that is
Speak your shit.
labeled artists ain't even 100 million streams. We number 4 on iTunes. Like, y'all niggas not touching number 4 on iTunes. Y'all not touching the top 40. So
And the streams is
we
what
not
makes you
even-
the
you know
streams is what you
we
want.
got 20 million streams
Yeah.
on
Shit.
just SoundCloud alone.
Yeah.
Niggas know how this shit work.
You see his NPR chain?
They gotta know, like, Live in the Moment is the biggest and the greatest hit of all times.
Yeah.
And it's coming from an independent artist.
Facts.
I'm not talking about a hit from a
From a
industry
label
artist
where you
they
got the
got a
push
budget
behind
of
it.
$1 million,
You
2
pushing
million,
yourself.
10 million behind it. You talking about an independent artist on
Major.
number 4 on the iTunes
Major.
chart, number 1 on TikTok,
Major.
number 1 on YouTube,
Major.
number 1 on Tune,
Major.
on all of these different platforms. Come on, man.
That's
They not
100%
doing that.
residual
You
back
feel
to
me?
you.
Like, who's seeing that check?
Yeah.
That's all we gotta know about.
Hey yo, listen.
It's not about the blue check on Instagram. It's about the blue check in real life.
Yo,
But-
cuz please back me up, son.
I respect the hustle.
man.
Listen, cause one thing I'm noticing about all the artists that I looked up to, Blue, whether it's Dolph, whether it's Nipsey, and even now you, is that y'all all have the same mindset as far as like cut out the middleman. You know what I mean? You getting straight to it in yourself, and you have a direction in where you want to head. And when I say direction, also, is there any artists moving forward that you're looking forward to collabing with in the future?
I'm really looking to collab with everybody and anybody.
So even R&B,
it makes sense.
Even R&B.
How about Jay-Z?
Look, let me tell y'all something about. Let me tell y'all something. Yeah, he did. No cap. Like me and Jay gonna work one day.
Yeah. Speak that into existence.
I'm about to call him tomorrow.
You gonna be at the brunch.
Say that.
I just performed at the Barclays, so I gotta tap in with Jay.
Say that.
But what I'm even doing with Live in the Moment, like we doing 10 plus remixes to Live in the Moment.
Fire.
We having all of your top artists, A-listers. Like I even tapped in with MC Hammer. I tapped in with Kurt Franklin. Like we gonna do a gospel Live in the Moment. We gonna do a hip hop Live in the Moment. We gonna do a country Live in the Moment. I'm tapping into Live in the Moment will be on every platform from every genre of music.
That's smart.
Guaranteed. Jazz, hip hop, rock, doesn't matter. Live in the Moment fits for anything because it's a historical song. Yes. And if you don't know it, you gonna know it.
Tap the fuck in.
Let's make history.
Let's say thank you for coming through for Fully Loaded Podcast. We got Riche here. Make sure you check out Live in the Moment. His single out right now on all fucking platforms. And listen, man, subscribe to this man. I'm telling you, you don't want to be late to the party. We at the party right now. You don't want to be late to the fucking party.
You don't want to be one of the people saying,
you got a wristband? You don't got a wristband? You can't get in.
You want to be people like, I've been on him.
Y'all don't want to be late because if you late, we gonna be too early for you, and you just gonna have to catch up because it's going on, and we living in the moment from here into the end of the world. You feel me? And y'all can follow me at MPR _Riche RICHE _Rich.
Hit that button.
And look, the follow will not be unappreciated. You're gonna love every moment of what you're doing.
Got great content.
Whole bunch of entertainment.
Yo, thank you so much for coming through, gang. For real.
Facts.
And,
appreciate y'all.
We're looking forward to just keep seeing you blow up, man.
We gonna be back. They gotta know that.
We gonna come to you.
Hey,
Atlanta, we're on our way.
They on their way.
Yo, Fully Loaded Podcast. We out of here.